Hello and welcome back to round one coverage from the 2022 Discraft Ledgestone Open. We are out at Eureka Lake Course in Eureka, Illinois, and you are watching JomezPro with Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling, and Paul Ulibarri.
We saw a little bit of what Eureka has to offer on their front nine, didn't we, guys? We had some birdies, not that many of them. We had some bogeys, not that many of them, but we also saw some doubles and a lot of pars. This is a very difficult course, a lot of out of bounds to be had. As we take a look at that top 10, Gannon Buhr and Peyton Stamen off to a hot start at 5 under, but a ton of other players at 4 and 3. Tough front nine. Back nine, you can get some birdies. You can start to really shoot a low round if you get things going here on the back.
Yeah, back nine's got to be 2.5 shots easier or so, I would say, than the front. There's a little bit less punishment. The ball field hole and everything obviously so brutal on the front nine. Looking at the 10th here, 425 feet straight away.
Calvin with a nice little bounce back on 7, 8, 9 after getting a bunch of pars to start. Oh, that is going to leak long out of bounds.
Wow.
It's hard to do on this 425-foot shot with so many trees behind the green to stop the disc.
You can see this right to left is really pushing those to the left-hand side, and the skip's there.
Yeah. Surprisingly overstable disc from Alden there for a really straight shot. He looked like he was swinging it wide, maybe hoping for a little bit more power.
You're talking about in the practice round, you wanted to kiss the edge of these leaves. It looks like you're trying to do the same thing here again. That's a great shot. Was there still a tailwind for you guys when you got to this hole?
Yeah, it was a right to left cross tail.
Okay.
So playing into the advantage of this shot right here.
Yeah, no doubt. Adam Hammis, plenty of power to swing that hyzer. He's going to come up short. Well, not that short.
Wow,
really.
nice
He
skip.
he just handled that disc.
No doubt.
Like, it even came out with a little wobble, but then it was just like so powerful.
Oh, Alden Harris, nice stepper.
It's really cool to watch somebody after they get the big win, and then you can really see how they're doing it. And he's doing it in all kinds of different ways. With the long putt, with the short putt, he's managing well, and you can see the touch is right there. I really like the shot he threw on the previous hole with trusting that anhyzer in, as Calvin's going to take bogey, but trusting that kind of that hork over anhyzer, that's really tough to do.
That being said, with the 3 birdies he has in the last 4 holes, he's still only 1 under in the last 9 and 2 under total for the round. Not bad to be at under par any time on this course, though. You do want to kind of stack up some birdies if you can on the front 9, because having some to play with on the back certainly gives you a little buffer.
Oh, no, that wind just lifts you a little bit.
And a very frustrating 3-putt on the green after giving yourself a birdie putt. Calvin's going to take another bogey, and that's going to put him at even. The slow start continues for our defending co-champion. And Calvin's really had an incredible season. He has played 11 Elite Series events this year, and he's finished podium 6 times, which is the most of any player on tour.
Wow.
And 8 of those finishes of the Elite Series are in the top 10 and 11-11 for top 20. I mean, he's having a really great season right now.
Usually does. He's one of the more consistent of really standout players that we have.
Alden with a nice turnover drive there, and I got to thank Stat Mando for always giving us the great stats that we were able to use here on the production.
Let's rewind. Bad skip, straight out of bounds. Let's rewind. Dude, that shot that Alden just threw, that's so hard to do. Look at the wind.
The wind is ripping right now.
Yeah, that is not an easy shot.
This is going to head out of bounds unless he gets lucky. Yeah, that left to right crosswind makes it so difficult to throw a forehand without lifting, but the anhyzer to control that turn so smooth and to land just perfectly flat. Chef's kiss. And that's a great shot with the Raptor. Needing this to avoid another bogey. And he hits. A lot of OBs so far for Calvin.
And that's 3 in a row. 3 twos in a row on this course is really good.
Absolutely.
And that's 1 in a row.
Really good
And
as
that's
well.
always good to get 1 in a row.
Yeah. Got to start somewhere.
If you could get 3 twos in a row starting here, my hat would be off to you. Hole 13, over 1,000 feet. So it's going to be something to see.
We did see Seppo throw in the 3 one year.
Yale.
Was that Yale Store?
Yale.
Yale Store. I knew it was a Finn.
Hole 12, par 3, 354, going uphill, and the basket hiding right behind the water tower. This green is tiny. Take a look at the string line OB. All those banners are out of bounds, so you really don't have much room to work with here. You'd like to get the disc high and wide to make sure you don't go long. This looks good to me. Is it long enough?
Just sit. Okay. The tower's been fairly kind as of the last several hits I've seen.
If you hit the side of it, I think you're doing all right.
Yeah.
If you hit the front of it,
Bye-bye.
you're asking for trouble.
Yep.
This looks good too.
Yeah, the width is nice. The pace is great. That
Oh,
is
yes.
bullseye. 2 for 2 now.
Haven't made it yet.
Well, I'm going to say that you're going to get the birdie, and I'm going to say the chances of you getting 3 twos in a row is
They're way better now.
intact.
Beautiful shot. Bullseye.
Adam didn't love it out of his hand, and
Did it hit it? Did it roll?
wow, so he connects on the front side and does not roll. That is a rare result. I like this from Calvin. Sit.
Beautiful.
While these guys walk up the fairway, we got to give a shout out to Ezra Aderhold getting a hole-in-one on this hole, and I just realized I goofed on hole 7. We had 2 hole-in-ones.
Yeah.
We had 2. Look at that pure, confident stroke there that was a beautiful putt. But we got to give a shout out to GT Hancock and another friend of the show here, Chandler Fry, picking up aces on hole 7. So that makes 3 on the day, and the day's not over.
Pretty amazing.
Just wait for the 2 I'm about to drop in on you guys on the next hole.
I'll count that as an ace. That's better than an
I'll
ace.
count it as 2 aces.
I know that Ezra Ace is on a cell phone camera, but you don't see the basket end. But I also know that the Chandler Ace is on another filmed production. I don't remember which one. Otherwise, I would give it a shameless plug. But go check that out when that comes out, because always sweet to see the aces.
If that little drone view doesn't strike fear into your heart, you have not tried disc golfing, I don't think. Because this one, you need to carry the water 3 times in a row. And the wind, again, ripping. So it is a helping wind, kind of, but it's pushing you too far inland, if anything. Like, this needs to get the brakes on, kind of. That's good.
Yeah, by that tree is great. You just don't want to have a abbreviated run-up, but everything else about that tree is good for position.
Nice and high here. Don't hit the tree, he says.
I was watching Brody Smith earlier hit that tree and rolled straight back in the drink OB, and that puts you straight in the drop zone.
Oh,
which is a really, really bad spot to be in.
That looks good to me.
I think that's going to be tight.
A little too far.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty severe spike hyzer if he's going to want to go for that second landing zone with the hyzer.
I don't know why I said I think it's going to be. I know it's going to be tight. I was right there, and I know what he's going to do afterwards.
The illusion of post-produced.
And it's tight.
This is where you want to be. The thing is, you don't. From there, it's hard to trust that you really need to be close to the water's edge, but also you can't throw it too far, because if you go too far, there's a really thick area in between the second landing zone and the final landing zone.
Whoa.
Oh, this is just...
No way, right?
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Wow.
But if you go too far, then you're also in a bad spot. So you really have to have a lot of precision with this blind landing zone with this hyzer. That's about exactly where you want to be. Probably setting up 300 feet, 310.
310.
Yes.
Calvin going down the fairway.
That's
No.
what I can't get behind this drop zone, because the play on this hole is to go hyzer, hyzer, hyzer. You're already penalized with the OB stroke, and now they're forcing you to play a completely different way on this hole. It's a really tough.
I threw my drive on this hole to that one tree that we were talking about. Skipped, slid up the tree, slid back down, absolutely glued to the tree. No backhand possible. And I threw a shot that I never thought I would throw, and hyzer forehand X-Cal over the water. Oh my gosh.
Calvin is
Safety
safe.
first.
Wow.
Safety Harbor, Florida. It all makes sense.
Perfect.
Okay, so what you guys can't see here is there are telephone wires.
Really annoying ones. Oh,
That-
did
And
you touch it?
I did not touch it, but I had to go over because I don't want to hit it.
No.
And then by going over, you get the lift. Those telephone wires are so annoying.
That's
safe though.
yeah, that's safe.
Oh, I thought I saw the OB lines back there. I thought
It was close. Yeah, I didn't get this. I figured I rolled.
I did.
Oh no.
Essentially, so Alden did go too far in a second shot, and I was almost right where he was, and that's a very difficult shot to throw.
Yeah, really awkward.
You think you're good after two shots because it's a blind landing zone. You get up there and you realize, man, there's really not much up here.
Man, they just want to run on that skip. It's so hard
Yeah.
to stop the disc on this green.
Because you got to go high too, and you
Yeah.
don't want to go to the water. It's tough. Get those telephone. I'm gonna cut them. No, I'm not.
They are
I'm
they
just
are
kidding.
really
Yeah.
annoying.
You're gonna do it, but you're just not gonna announce publicly that you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna
Although
do
you-
it.
Yeah, you
I
just.
kind of did.
Yeah.
Now I can't. Son of a.
This hole is giving our cards.
I don't care, bro. I go for
trouble.
everything. Oh god.
Oh no.
Why do I do it to myself?
No.
Wow.
It was safe.
Safe.
Wow, extra drama.
Oh, why did it have to roll?
Adam's taking a big number here. And this for the par, correct? Yep.
Yep. I actually did think thought I made it from the deep one,
Yeah,
swing it in there. This birdie though,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen somebody be able to go
Whoa.
sidearm second shot then get the birdie. So
Yeah.
that was impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Adam with a 7. Alden with a 6.
Par 4, 5, 6, 7. Got the small straight.
Ooh wee. Hole
Yeah.
14, par 4, 899 million miles.
No doubt.
This one is tough. You're going downhill with the low ceiling. Obviously, the lake is just waiting for you over there on that right side, but you would like to move your drive right, if anything, because there's OB on the left side. So it's about getting the distance perfect, swinging it at the right time, avoiding that giant willow tree in the middle,
and avoiding
on your
the
second shot.
Avoiding the water, too, at the corner. This water here, when discs go in, they don't want to come out. This is the famous Eric Oakley meme, if you ever seen him with his head just barely above the water. It was right here on this hole. He's looking for his disc. Calvin with a really nice drive in a sweet spot. That's going to set him up with a really nice approach, probably in the 430 range. And you just got glued behind the tree.
Big one. Biggest one in the forest. Way to grow that big. Proud of you, bud. I'm a fan of trees.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Alden doesn't like him as much as you do. He puts that one right in the middle of the grass.
You gotta respect, because that tree's probably been there for hundreds of years. I've only been here for 33.
Yeah.
Finders keepers.
What?
I don't know what that means.
What does that mean?
It's his spot.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh, I see. Yeah, you shouldn't be throwing. I get it.
yeah. So he gets to keep your disc?
Sure.
All right.
If
Big
a tree
hyzer.
told me he wanted my disc, I'd let him keep it.
Yeah.
I'd be scared.
Great shot. Edge of circle, perhaps.
If Tree started talking to me, I'd be scared too.
Yep. Sure, take them all. It's fine. Weirdo. Brad, what'd you put in my water? Whoa, massive skip.
That was not kind.
I never saw that because I was behind the biggest tree in America. So I didn't see the big skip.
That's unlucky.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at this. Wide open shot over the water.
Yeah.
Can it skip up the hill?
That
Yeah.
stinks.
Can it
With
sit
a
down?
roll?
Whoa, sweet.
Hello.
Wow. Alden Harris, folks. What a shot.
Love this. Go. Circle 2.
Circle 4?
Circle 2-ish. I don't know. Oh, wait. No. Wrong hole.
Circle 4.
Yep. This one will be circle 2, though.
No. Oh, no.
I somehow put myself in another tough spot there. That's okay. Making our way.
Calvin, long birdie bid into the headwind towards the. Yeah, that's not even. Well, it kind of is a birdie bid. Oh my God, it's not just a bid, it's a make. What on earth?
It was like a raging headwind.
How do
too.
you run and make that putt?
That was awesome.
Oh my God, Calvin, you're insane.
It gets that nice. It like sped up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. How do you have the nerve to run that putt into the headwind? Wow.
Get in.
Just barely over the top by a foot or
man.
two.
Yeah, just barely. Almost floated it in there. Into the lake. Into the freaking lake, Paul.
Almost made it into Safety Harbor, Florida.
Oh, no.
Struggle.
I would rather do that. I'd rather have mine look like it had zippity-doo-dah on it and then just kind of drop.
I think however I miss, I always wish I missed a different way.
Yeah.
Like, I hate
I
the
guess-
way that I miss so much that I just wish it was not the way it was.
What do you guys think of the good old saying it not
You
not
can't-
high enough? Like, you can't make it if it's not high enough. So, like,
Well,
I at least had a chance.
What the saying is, you can't get it up. You can't get it in if you can't get
You-
it up. You got to get it up to get it in. That's what it
It's
is.
a tough one. I wasn't even going to try to remember.
Yeah, that's it.
Nate, what is it?
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, you got to get it up if you're going to get it in.
It's for sure true. Hole 15, par 3, 315. Going up the hill to the elevated basket. You got the mandatory stopping you from throwing the big backhand hyzer, but this forehand line is a little bit thinner than you might think, thanks to some low-hanging branches on the left side.
It's a really tough forehand, I've found. And Calvin is just going to show how it's done. Hyzer through the gap up the hill. Look at that thing race towards the outhouse. Good result there, coming up with a 25-foot putt.
Yeah, I don't think it's staying in if it doesn't hit that.
Yeah, it
freaking
was kind of screaming.
potty house.
Look at the trust on this shot for Alden. Is it going to have enough to...
Ooh, I don't like that.
Dang. Right? Don't look... I mean, Alden hasn't had a par in a hot minute.
Solid shot there. Really low driven forehand.
With that left to right crosswind, it really makes that forehand even harder because the disc wants to turn over towards those left side branches that hang out over the out of bounds line. This is going to be
for you.
drifting towards the OB line, but putting the brakes on just in time. Now you got a tailwind, green light, go.
Yeah, hopefully I don't float it into the freaking moon. Moon putt. Sorry. Come on, no moon putt, dude. No moon putt.
No,
There it
but
is.
That's
Nice.
yeah.
Very nice.
Look at this. That is kind of a moon putt, actually.
Well,
come
you
to think of
elevated
it.
basket. You got to go moon.
What I said is if
Elevated
you putt
and
if you
tailwind.
putt your same putt you did last hole, you'll make it.
Yeah. And you did.
I did it.
Adam hoping to make a correction from the last putt and just barely does. Gets over the rim and in. Adam's back nine has been a little all over the place, and now he's back to 1 under par for the round. And Calvin's on a little streak now, folks. He's got the last 4, and that puts him at 4 under.
Tough ones to get too.
Yeah.
And I tell you right now, at the 4 under mark, this is when, if you get any more birdies than this, that's when you start to have a really good round. 4
Yeah.
under, you'd be happy with, I think, for a lot of players. For Calvin's of the world, 4 under is not acceptable. But for the majority of the field, if you're under par, 4 or 5 under at Eureka, especially in the wind, it's a good score.
I'd chop off my left pinky finger for a 5 under.
Hole 16, par 4, low ceiling, tight gap off the tee. A lot of players.
I'll
gonna
do
go,
it right now.
Don't do it now. Don't do it now.
A lot of players are going to go either roller or the backhand air shot driven, trying to get to a place where you can have a manageable approach. The long drives here will be able to see the pin.
Oh, wow.
Calvin
Whoa.
is pushing that right side bush line, and that is the big no-no on this
Is
hole.
he going to be in the middle of it?
Yes. Yeah.
I-
Whoa.
Thank God
he's
just-
grounded.
Yeah.
He is in there.
Big time advantage for being tall.
Yep.
He almost hit the first tree and went into the lake on the kick. Like with that kind of speed on a destroyer, I thought when he first released that. But he's going to have a really weird lie.
Adam grounding his drive, he's going to have a very long approach. I don't know if birdie's in play anymore with that drive unless he gets really big on that second shot.
Birdie's in play here.
Oh, it certainly is.
Great shot. Right up the middle. Almost can probably see the basket from there.
No.
Not quite.
No.
Yeah, in that spot
Maybe
when you
Jerm.
start to get down the hill left, not even the tall people can see the basket from there.
You can from this one.
Whoa.
Watch this little
Look
guy.
at the angle Alden puts on that, just racing past Yuli's drive and back up the hill past the mandatory sign. Anything on that road there is money. It's a straight downhill shot from there. So birdie's in play, but
Not anymore.
not anymore.
I don't want to say that. He's a great putter.
Yeah,
from
for sure.
Outside.
But like you've told us many times, you already know what's happening out here, so.
Pitch. Dang, that's all that there was for him. See if he can recover here.
This is a blind shot.
I think this looks okay. A
I
little
like
short.
the angle. Yeah. That's
Just a little short.
great
Solid.
effort.
One thing that was really good about that is clipping those little trees, because then it takes a little off, and then you have to have a 35-footer,
That's the best
Which
part
is-
about those.
which then once you make that, you're confident.
And you can, impress the fans. Little
Exactly.
flex line. Not going to impress anybody like that.
No.
tapping.
Yeah,
but-
I mean-
Boring.
No one's gonna be clapping when you make that putt. It's in hindsight, it's way better to make a nice long putt
Like
for the
this.
birdie.
In.
But when you make a putt like this, the crowd really likes it.
I'm going to make an excuse for myself. You see that stupid freaking car that just rolled by me, right? I'm telling you, right in the exact time that I putted.
Yeah.
Just rewind it. I know it's an excuse, and
We
I'm going to see in the
can't. We're
stupid
just gonna-
comments of you guys
yeah.
all go, oh my gosh, Paul makes so many excuses for every mistake that he makes. Yeah, I'm a mistake guy. I can't excuse
Look, I'm a
it.
mistake guy. They're not all my fault. How could they be?
I believe Paige and I will do whatever it takes. We have 5 world titles, but that's not where we want to settle. We don't want to settle with 5. We want more. We would practice 24 hours a day if that's what it meant to win the world championship. You know, we're willing to do that. We're willing to sacrifice so much because we've already sacrificed so much, you know, to get the 5th. But we'll sacrifice more to get the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th. We have that same mindset, and we're just going to continue to push and push and push and push.
Hole 17, the island green. You got to get across 310 feet here and find this little rectangle. There's a little more room on the right, as you can see, than the left, but the out of bounds behind the basket comes up quick, so you don't have a lot of depth to work with. In the wind, this one gets harder, and as we've been saying, it is windy today, so let's see how people attack.
I feel like Alden's just gonna float this hyzer just perfectly in the bullseye.
Wind actually looks kind of down at the moment.
Yeah, that's perfectly floated into the bullseye. This just seems too easy for the way Alden's playing right now. Look at that scorecard. He's going to continue the 0 pars in the last like 10 holes stretch he's on right now. Yeah, not to be outdone, even closer.
Perfect. Yeah, I guess maybe the wind is done for the day, because this is a
later
little bit
tee.
different.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
It's still out there a little bit. This is wide and moving fast. Oh my gosh, is that in? Oh my goodness.
Drop zone.
See that Jeep? See the Jeep? I'm just kidding.
There he is. C2?
Time. Yeah, C2.
C2
yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, making the island, I'm just happy about here. I
Mm-hmm.
find myself at that drop zone every year. You guys got a pretty good performance on this one for the most part in years past.
Yeah.
Usually 2 or 4, but this time I 3'd it. I missed my putt from C2. Right about where you are.
Hey, I missed that putt too.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
Yeah, there you go.
let's
go.
Yeah.
Doing
Well
good,
done,
boys.
guys. Yeah. Adam in. Left side bogey, bringing him to even for the round. Not the round he was looking to start off with. Especially, he had a good start.
Yeah, he did.
What do you guys think about this podcast? Guys doinking birds.
The Doinky clan.
I don't like that one. I don't know why I laughed.
Calvin, that's about as close as you can get to the pin, unless your name is Emerson Keith. The overall CTP goes to the man who aced the hole, and we just talked about it in our practice round. Another ace on camera, not on a filmed production card, but you can go check that out on the Disc Golf Pro Tour's Instagram page. But
And he went 5 down in the last 4 holes to fight back to even par.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff. Congratulations, Emerson.
Hole 18, par 4, 711 feet with the mandatory on the right side. Interestingly, if you miss this mandatory, you re-tee with no penalty. Kind of a
What?
strange rule, but
What?
that's how they do it.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I didn't know that.
The 7-11 hole.
The Doinky Yoinks. What do you think? Does that sound...
That's such a good roller. Oh my goodness.
Oh, don't get benched. I think he's okay.
Don't get benched. Story of my high school career.
Keep trying.
Calvin, a little bit of height through that gap. A lot of turn.
Wow, a lot of turn.
Lots of wind, guys.
Yeah.
Lots of wind. There really is. There's a pretty big left
Yeah.
to right. Kind of didn't really feel that much, but it's flipping them.
Oh, yeah,
quick.
look at
You
that
see
go. Into the ground, and that almost takes birdie out of play. I mean, it's kind of low ceiling from up there.
Yeah,
Long
no.
way to the basket. Maybe a roller, but you're getting kind of crazy if you're going there.
Adam,
Wow.
forcing the roller.
Bunch of air time.
Yeah, catching a lot of the upper lineage.
Ooh, sit down.
It
Sit down.
is trying, Nate. It's going to roll up
Okay.
right there.
Okay. Long way to the basket. 500 feet probably.
Not necessarily an easy par. I mean, he's going to be dealing with the same approach shot that some of the great drives have.
Bounced it off the water tower. Genius. And it stays safe.
What? That was a very interesting shot shape. I don't really. I guess going close to the edge is really good for the forehands. So I guess he wanted to play as close to the water's edge as possible.
Yeah, or he's just trying to get as much distance up this fairway by any means necessary. You know, just miss some trees, get up there as far as you can, try to scramble out a par. Can Calvin get a look? If he can get this to its edge, but he can't.
Yeah, not quite, but still, the fact that we're looking at a 5-under score right now for Calvin, the way things kind of started, not too bad, not too shabby.
That's what Calvin does, though. Like
Yeah.
he's gonna find a way to
Yeah.
get his score.
Good shot.
This one gives you little tricky up
Yeah,
shots.
it does.
Even from like 120, 150, that's a tough little
It
up shot on this.
is.
It really
Well,
is.
it's
I
sloping
almost-
down to the water. I mean, you want to get really close for sure.
I feel like I had the same approach as Calvin, and I wanted to just jump putt it, but you can't. The low ceiling limbs make it impossible to do that, and you have to throw a shot. And that's really uncomfortable with that short distance, especially when it's the last hole and you just want to get off and finish the round, to get off the course.
Yeah. Adam done at even par with that par. You will stay under for the day, 1 under.
Again, not shabby. Under par, Eureka, and the windy round. You're not taking yourself out of good finish contention.
Did you guys play early in the day?
2:30.
I was much earlier than you guys.
That
I was
was a good
11-18. So
Yep.
my wind was different, but it was still a windy round, but I think it was magnified for the later cards. So Alden finally gets his first par and only par in the back nine on hole 18 and finishes his round at 5 under, tied with Calvin Heimburg on this card. Good rounds. No one over par, which is good. But no one close on this card to Gannon Burr's fire emoji bogey-free 11 under. Anthony Brella matching his number of birdies. He also had 11 birdies.
Wow.
But Kevin Kiefer, also on our lead card, the only two players to go bogey-free, Gannon Burr and Kevin Kiefer. And obviously rounding out our lead card tomorrow. Who was that fourth person? Oh, Bradley Williams.
Bradley Williams.
Yeah, it's 7 under, I believe.
7 under with only one bogey himself. So a lot of good golf coming up tomorrow, but it's going to be at a different course, Northwood Black.
If you
My
can,
opinion, the hardest course in the country.
If you can come out of tomorrow and your total score is under par, good job.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like for the tournament.
Yeah.
I think for the tournament. If you're under par after tomorrow, that's what you have in store tomorrow. Can't wait to commentate on that.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, everybody, for joining. We'll be back tomorrow from Northwood Black.